Last day of May. What a crazy month May has been. Tomorrow we'll do week in review and month in review. Um, been doing a lot of really short live streams. I don't know if I'm going to go for a long live stream right now. There's a sleeping baby and a sleeping 4-year-old that can wake up at any time. Sarah is out getting the teenager who is on a school trip. When they are home, I definitely have to log off, but that's like half an hour from now. So I figure I'm going to do a long one. I don't know if I will, but there's a lot of stuff I've been thinking about, a lot of things I've wanted to bring up and talk about on the live stream that I don't think I've gotten to. Like I told the story of uh, the guy who wanted books off of Key Collector, but I didn't tell you the story of, a zillion other people who came into the store. All sorts of stuff that I haven't, and there's a lot of things I've been thinking about, a lot of things I've been really uh, considering as I watch people come in. Obviously, after the winter we had, after the whole really, I'd say last year that we had, I'm very trepidatious in getting excited for people. Last summer was well below expectations, and I still have done. If you go to my Facebook page or Instagram, you'll see a big restock we did today. One for Shangri-La Frontier, which we've done here. We have a whole video about Shangri-La Frontier and why Shangri-La Frontier is great. And I would love to think that it means I will sell more copies, but I still like. Here's the thing: 3 years ago, if I would have done a video on the live stream about a series, I wouldn't have ordered any extra copies. Maybe I would have restocked number one if we were going to do. But like Joe, anyone who's Mark, who's made it over here, Doc, you know that I very rarely bought extra copies of stuff to promote it. I probably haven't done that since the Passover read of Sandman, where I stocked up on those fat volumes. I just restocked now because there's about to be a new season of a show. That's why I did it. Um, it's just amazing how Invincible moves now that there's a show versus before there was a show. The Boys. Forget it. I didn't regularly keep The Boys in stock. I tried to because there's lots of people that heard about it before it was a show. But that's exactly actually what this was all about. Those people. The sort of person who comes in and goes, I heard The Boys is really good, long before there was a show. Um, the sort of person who says, I'm looking for this book, and it's not Something is Killing the Children, which they are recommended because, they like horror, but it's some really unique or interesting graphic novel, and you have to ask yourself, though not always to the customer, why were you recommended that? That's really interesting. You've read other things by the author or about the subject matter, and you can find lots of great graphic novels for that person. The thing is I don't have that person coming in. I do. I've told stories about people like that. I have lots of people coming in, but very often they're coming in because Luffy's in the window, Invincible's in the window, uh, Spider Man's in the window, and just again one of the reasons. And I've talked about this on old live streams going way back. Joe's gonna have to like pull out his historian hat on, or future scholars. Now this is a great place for a footnote where you can reference when I've done this. You poor bastard doing your PhD on our benighted times. Sorry, I still get a kick out of the future historians bit. Um, I just don't have as many people coming in doing that. I have a lot of people coming in just to look around, which is always true. And putting that stuff in the window has made it even more true. Absolutely. No problem with it. But I have a lot of people who say they're really not looking for anything or they don't know what they're looking for. Going around and being like, right, I was looking for this book that my friend told me about. I'm like, I had someone come in today and they were looking for Ice Cream Man and Something is Killing the Children. Both were recommended to them by two different friends. I said, that makes sense. I see the crossover on those. I didn't go, oh, you like Haria? She was very much That's what she was looking for. I had them. She bought them. I love that person. But I sell more, not to be a jerk about it, but I sell more to the person who goes, I had those two recommended to me. Do you have them so I can look at them? And if I don't like them, do you have something else? Or these are perfect. What? And partly it's that I don't have the energy, but partly also it's I was saying Sarah was having me read these Alexis Hall books. There's uh, one of the books having me read them. They're delightfully written, little rom-coms. And there's this moment on a sales floor where it's like I was there. It was the intentions of three different salesmen and what they all saw and how they interacted with one customer and the way they described. And I'm like, this is a little too real. This is a little bit too much for me. It was written fun, but I was each of the three salespeople at one time or another. And she was not going to buy anything beyond what the things her friend had recommended to her. Like that was her sale. That's where her window. There's a lot of that happening. There's a lot of that. Oh, do you have this? You do. Okay. Oh, you don't have that, but I have this and this by that creator. Oh, let me look at those. Oh, terrific. I'll take this. Thank you. I had a mother come in. Their son didn't like this series, liked that series, and they bought both from me. Was a huge fan of that series, which they read up on. And while we're looking in the kids section, I go, has he read Mr. Wolf's? Oh, he really liked Mr. Wolf's Class, but we only got the first one. Oh, that sounds great. I looked at a bunch of stuff. That sounds great. I go up front. She's like, I'm gonna keep looking for a while. Comes back. I'm just gonna get the Mr. Wolf's Class because I know he loved that one. That's great. But again, you're just looking for one book to get your kid. She's gonna bring him back. They say this all the time. She's gonna bring him back, and she will. It's just gonna be like 2 or 3 months after. But the biggest issue, and this is the delicate one. This is the one where it sounds like I'm ungrateful, and I'm not ungrateful. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but there is a fascinating dichotomy between how often customers think they come and how often customers come. I have customers who can come weekly for a month and a half or 2 months. But then they disappear. They start coming every 2 weeks. They start coming every 3 weeks. They start going, and then they're every 3 weeks for a while. And it's usually work related. But they don't see the pattern because they want to come every week and pick up their hold. And that pattern repeats with people who think they're monthly, people who think they're every few months. I had a dude tell his friend, I talked about this, that he comes to the store I think he said every few weeks, or he said like about every few months at most. I don't even remember. Again, Joe, future historians, get on it. And I had not seen the dude in at least 6 months. And he ordered something, and I texted him twice, and 4.5 months have passed. I have another guy who comes in and asks, what's new? And I'm like, I haven't seen you in 2 years. And he goes, no, I know, but like I'm keeping up with comics. I know what's coming out. Like, what do you have that's new that I missed while I was like, it's yours. Like he means he knows what Batman stuff came out. He knows. Sorry, Crime Baby. I'll be right back, hopefully. Enjoy the art. Just didn't burp. Oh, you just didn't burp. You had your bottle, but you didn't burp. Margot, oh, that's a big thing that happened today. Margot came to visit me at the store. And actually, this is good for those Huntington people who watch. Sarah found out today. Ooh, oh, you really. She's been having some digestion issues. Okay, so I guess we're gonna have to go. My point is, I love my customers. I just think, oh, poor baby. She's got a lot of congestion, and she's crying because her stomach hurts. Between the two, it's quite terrible, isn't it? Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to go. All right, well, remember, until next time. Oh, damn it, baby. You gotta be kind, Marguerite. You gotta be kind.